Hi, you are listening to the Father Support Network podcast. This podcast is for single fathers and fathers in general. On this podcast, we educate, inform, guide, encourage, and help fathers navigate the complex challenges of maintaining contact and healthy relationships with their children after separation or divorce. Your host is Dr. Michael Uwangba. Michael Uwangba is a father of three who successfully fought for the right of his children to have their father in their lives.
Hello, and happy midweek. Today I want to talk about an important issue, an issue that I've been brewing in my mind. I've been thinking about how men are fathers, to be honest. Fathers are underappreciated in the society or in the home, and then to recalibrate the role of a father in the family, in the home, in the society. So and then I'm gonna do this based on two observations and two experiences that I've had. So one is in the light of the economic downtown and the decline in labor force in many Western world, especially here in the UK where I am. The government have been bringing families, people from different places in Africa, in the Caribbean, to shop the labor force. And then several, maybe in the health sector, maybe care, maybe also nursing. It could also be in teaching in some of these roles where they've got shortages. And usually these are like female, some cases, female dominated roles. But then again, you look at places like Nigeria, other kind of places in Africa where you see Ghana, those places where you see people come through this scheme, like a care scheme or health sector scheme, and then they come to work in the UK, and some of these people already have families, and then they bring their families, their kids, and sometimes their husbands. It's not the average person in Africa that can bear the cost of moving, coming over to because thousands of pounds. Usually need to get some sponsors, like get sponsors from sort of an employer, and some of these employers can demand a lot. We're talking about a lot of money that runs into millions in the countries where these people are coming from. And then you see some of these people already have to some extent a good paying job in their countries, again, without opportunities of economic mobility or opportunities or even just facilities that you deem necessary in a working healthy society, maybe good health, good roads, and they feel like coming over would advance their life. And then like I said, this industries are usually female dominated, so that means the woman often becomes the main applicant, and then the men or the fathers then become a dependent. Now, that's where it gets tricky. In some rare cases, it's worked out where you see there's a lot of understanding, there's a lot of harmony, or the foundation of the relationship is already established. When people come like that, very rarely, I would say a very limited percentage of people that come are people where that fit into what I'm talking about. They cooperate together, because usually the man doesn't get a job to do, or will get a job where he's overqualified for, or usually just stay at home. I've seen people that I know personally. I know a guy particularly, we went to high school together, and then he came over. He used to be a bank manager. Anyways, not the way banking is, he used to be a bank manager in Nigeria, and he's come with his wife. But he's ended up being like one looking after the kids. They got young kids while the wife goes to work, and it brings tension in the house. Usually it shouldn't be a problem. It should be a case where, the woman comes, and over time you can plan it. But if you understand the dynamics of man and woman relationship, and when economy comes to play, and when the woman, in my experience and observation, when a woman becomes, in that case, a woman sees herself as the breadwinner, as the one that's having to go and hustle, having to go out and do it as well. And it's very strenuous in this place. Imagine you're going for like 12-hour shift. That's a day in, day out. And then come home and then you're going to bring out that money. And the man is there in the house. I'm even talking about men that are doing what they need to do, taking care of the home fronts, maybe making sure the food is ready, making sure the kids are going to school. I'll tell you what, it's sad that in many homes like that, the man is not respected. The man is looked down upon. The man is looked at with disdain. Is looked at as a failure. I've seen it. I've seen where a woman in that situation start looking at, start cheating first emotionally, start talking to the friends, start talking to them, disrespecting them, and stop sleeping them out, start having relationship, taking it out to seek other men. But again, they don't understand that you come to a society that has been designed in a certain way, where our honest is that men are somehow kind of marginalized from that demographic. And I'll relate that to another observation, another incident, or another example that I know of, where this particular father, maybe nature of his work, he's more at home doing stuff, cooking, doing all kind of stuff. And the woman could have a better paying job. But this woman then poisoned the kid's mind and saying all kind of stuff, undermining the father's role, destroying the relationship, and that the daughter doesn't see the father as a hero. The daughter doesn't see the father as a failure. And then they don't see the benefits of being actually physically being there in their life, making sure there's food on the table, cooking, taking care of this stuff. So I'm saying this to say this, that fathers, men, pursue your dream. For under no circumstances should you abandon your dream as the man of the house. Under no circumstance should you do that. And I'm not saying it because I've also seen examples of people, especially two families that I know back in the days where the women were far earning, they were in a better paying job and more prestigious job than them, but they respected. They were more traditional. They understood and they put their men in the position that the men need to be in terms of respect. They didn't look that the men were working, but the men weren't earning as much. But they respected the men and they didn't tower over the man or look at the man with disdain or no attention at all. I went to those because back in the days I used to teach in these homes where I was like a private tutor teaching these kids, and I saw it firsthand. And they did what they needed to do. So what am I saying? That this is not that examples where it works, but the majority of the cases it doesn't work. And I'm saying I personally wouldn't do that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna leave. So let's say, for instance, let's use America for instance. Let's say I'm with my family and we live in Atlanta. My wife has got a job in Washington, or far, West Coast, and live in East Coast, and it's good. I'm gonna leave what I'm doing, my own vision, my ambition, and follow my life. I won't do that. I won't abandon my own dream, because I believe that a man, and again you see it I believe that a man should lead. And it's not just me, it's what the woman says. Well, you go on and see what women say. I need a man that can lead. I need a man that is ambitious. I need a man, yeah. So that's what a woman needs, no matter what a woman says. And if I'm abandoning my own vision and that means I'm following a woman's lead, and sooner or later the woman is gonna lose respect for you. Sooner or later, because it don't matter. It might look sweet at first, but when you're there in that house and that woman is paying those bills, paying those light bills, paying that, I'll tell you, sooner or later there's gonna be tensions. If you're not stepping up to the plate, sooner or later, no matter what you do, no matter what you cook, no matter how far you keep the house, it won't be enough. You'll always be looked upon as a failure. So I'll say to fathers, do what you need to do. I'm domesticated. I can do stuff in the house. I can cook. I can do. Naturally, I can do that. But you need to have a vision. You need to have a purpose. You need to follow your purpose and lead your family. You should be the one leading. The shepherd should lead. And this is not about feminism or woman equality. It's got nothing to do with that. I'm telling you that you need to follow your dream. I've seen people that I know personally that have left their job and moved to different countries, different cities as a man, and then they're not gonna see the way they've been disrespected, have been talked down upon. So I'm saying to you, try and have a dream in the first place. Some men don't have a dream or vision. So when I'm not talking to those men that don't even have a dream or vision, I just then I'm talking about those that are doing well. The man, when a man is doing that, man should be more appreciated. Men are underappreciated in this society. We need to start appreciating that. And again, there are men that are also doing good job raising kids, hands-on, cooking. Those roles needs to be appreciated. When men are doing that, we shouldn't look down upon the man and say the man otherwise. Anyways, I'll leave it as that and say, let's take the lessons we can take and see how we can enjoy some move forward as a society. Yep.